Hi everybody, so today I wanted to show you how to do a salsa. This is the way I make my salsa. Everybody has a different way of making it, but I wanted to share it with you guys, and I will show you what you need to do the salsa. Okay, so let's get started. So this is a molcajete. This is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using this molcajete to make my salsa in, and what a molcajete is, it's pretty much a stone bowl. It's made out of volcanic rock from a volcano in Mexico. So if you don't have this, that is okay. You can just use a blender. You're gonna use this right here, a comal. Pretty much, you don't absolutely need the comal. You can use just like a griddle or even a pan. This is what I'm gonna use today. Some chile japoneses. And I like to use chile de árbol as well, but I don't have any. So we're gonna use that. Garlic, some salt. I'm using 2 jalapenos. And I'm using 6 tomatoes. So what you're gonna do, so you're gonna put your tomatoes on your skillet or on your comal. Same thing with your jalapenos. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to put some salt inside our molcajete. And I would say maybe, I'm eyeballing it, but I would say like maybe a tablespoon. And then I'm gonna grab my garlic. Put 2 cloves of garlic in there with the salt, you see that? And then we're gonna start to, kind of like grind it into the molcajete. Okay guys, you see how that turned into a paste? That's what you want. Okay, this is what they look like so far. I like to get them a little more cooked or charred. But that's what it looks like. You can also boil these if you would like. Sometimes I'll just grab the tomatoes and the jalapenos and I boil them and then I put them in my molcajete, and then that's how I do it. But today I wanted to put them on my comal. So once these are done, I will show you the next step. So now that we've finished with the tomatoes and the jalapenos, we're gonna go ahead and put our chiles japoneses on the comal. Keep in mind that you might want to open some doors or windows, because this, once it starts to get on here, it seriously makes you like cough and you can feel it in your throat. And it has to be really quick too, because you don't want them to burn. So I don't know, I don't really count. So I'm just putting, I would say, depending on how hot you like it, this is a handful right here. My family does like it really spicy, but this is good right here. So just keep turning them because they're getting nice and toasty, and I could already feel it in my nose, going up my nose and in my throat. Ooh. But see how they're getting? Can you guys see how this looks like? This is what you want. Okay, so the next step is, you still have your garlic in there. I like to put in my red chiles first and kind of smash those up. Again, this is like you have to use some elbow grease on this. And what the molcajete does, it leaves it kind of chunky. So if you want it smooth, you don't want the chunks in there, then you can just put it in your blender. And then you would add a little bit of water to it so it's not so thick. And if you wanted to too, because these are dried chiles, these chiles are dried, you can put them in some hot water after you're done with this to rehydrate them. This is our Mexican blender, but only for salsas or guacamole, because we make guacamole in here as well. And you can find a molcajete in any like Mexican store, like them in the swap meets. But it's no big deal if you don't have any, if you don't have one. See how it's starting to look, guys? I'm gonna start putting in the tomatoes. And you can peel them if you want. You don't have to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But today I'm gonna leave the peel on there. I like the little char taste. So be very careful when you're gonna start mashing these. Go slowly, try to take out the juice because you don't want it to squirt everywhere. And then just start again. Okay, I took off the stem on the chiles. And then same thing with this. Be careful because this will squirt out as well. You hear that? That's all the juice coming out. I'll tell you what, this is a workout, man. Get some serious arms here. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. I'm all done with it. You might want to taste it to see if you need to add more salt. See, it's still kind of chunky. The molcajete is not going to get it smooth. It's going to be, no matter what you do in here, it's going to have texture in it. Again, it takes elbow grease to do a salsa in here. But this is what it looks like. Anyway, I hope you guys give this a try and you like this video. Thanks for watching, guys.